Hello, and welcome to our brand new podcast.
I'm Racheli a passionate hairstylist with a flair for all things fabulous, founder and owner of Tangled the Hair Salon.
And I'm Shalya, a skilled nail tech who knows the art of pampering hands and feet like no other, founder and co-owner of Shalicious Nails Pty Limited.
Through this podcast, we're excited to share our expertise, insider tips, and stories from the world of beauty.
Our goal is not only to inspire and educate, but also to connect with all of you on a personal level.
So whether you're a beauty enthusiast or simply curious about the world of hair and nails,
join us on this exciting journey of self-care, creativity, and empowerment.
This is Beauty Bees
in Business.
Hi everyone, welcome back.
Hello everybody.
We're here for episode 4 and we're going to start with a short inspirational story and then we're going to dive into it. So, once there was an old pencil maker and he was putting away his pencils and he looked to one of his pencils and actually saw him as a human. And he said, there are 5 things you need to know before going into the world and you will become the best pencil you can be. First thing is that you will be able to do so many great things, but only if you put yourself in someone else's hands. From time to time, you will experience a painful sharpening, but remember that this will make you a better pencil. Also remember that you will be able to correct any mistakes you make along the way. The most important part of you is on the inside, and remember this as well. Upon every surface that you are used, you must leave your mark. No matter what else happens, you must continue to write. It seems like the pencil listened to him and always remembered these 5 things, so he could live his life with heart and purpose. You see, in your life, to put yourself in someone else's hands and embrace challenges for growth. You must learn from mistakes, value inequalities, and leave a positive mark on the world.
Unreal.
It's such a cute story. I love it. It's cute and it's also like really hits the spot. I think the part that you always are inspired by is the sharpening part.
Yeah.
Where you get the sharpening pain, but it's making you a better pencil.
There you go. The metaphor is great.
I love it. So my question for you in terms of your business journey is, what type of mark would you want to leave on this world? Because from the moment that you were born, God or whatever you believe in, the universe, higher power, decided that the world could not exist without you. So what type of mark would you hope to leave behind you?
I guess when you're born, obviously, I interpret it as the mark you leave is kind of like your reputation.
Yeah.
So you want to leave a mark where when you leave this world, people think of you in a positive light. They think of you, when I say you, I mean myself.
Yes.
They think of me as like an educator. I've taught a ton of people how to believe in themselves. Clients come in and out the salon and just like words of wisdom.
Yeah.
You don't realize how powerful those words are and how it carries them throughout their life. So the mark I would like to leave on the world is probably just when people think of me, they think of empowerment, they think of kindness and entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Finding new opportunities and growing with people, not just on my own.
Yeah.
What mark would you want to leave on this world?
So it's a very deep question and it's it can't be answered in one breath, but I mean you did an excellent job of it. But working in our field, often what happens is, and you've mentioned this in the first episode that we ever did, and that was when they come and sit down, this is their safe space and this is where you have to actually be selfless and allow them to share and actually just not make it about yourself. You did say this in the first episode. I don't know if you remember.
I do.
Yeah. So I think that working in this industry, to make it more, I guess, spiritual, make it more emotional, I would like to be a source of comfort to many people and a place where people felt safe to share maybe things that they wouldn't ordinarily share, and
unpaid psychologist.
Yeah, exactly. I'm totally for it. You can tell me what happened in your day. What was bothering you? What did someone do to you that you didn't enjoy? And yeah, leaving the mark on this world, it's interesting how the entrepreneurship part of it isn't the part that we want to leave a spiritual fingerprint. We want to rather, conduct ourselves with kindness. So yeah.
Love it.
And in terms of like, well, the thing that really hit you the most was the sharpening and everything like that. We've spoken about challenges a little bit, but on a day-to-day basis, when do you feel that the most?
I mean, every day has its challenges.
Yes.
If you don't have those challenges, then you won't be able to grow in a way under pressure.
Yes.
So I think that the sharpening probably enforces and encourages growth.
Yeah.
More than if you're in a comfort zone not being sharpened, you're gonna get blunt.
Yes.
Like eventually,
and be useless.
Eventually, like there's not going to be new things, and having those little wobbles or being sharpened actually grows you as a person. So I actually enjoy being sharpened. When competitors come up with things, or I've come up with something and they've hopped onto the trend, I don't see it as a threat. I more see it as, oh great, what can I do now? And I see that sharpening as an opportunity more than a challenge.
That's amazing. It's quite an unusual trait, and I think it's quite unusual even in our industry, because sometimes we do feel like slowing down, but on your part, it's just not something that you want to do. So if you were talking to someone who does struggle, like to keep moving, keep changing, keep growing, keep moving past your competitors, what would you say is the best thing that you do?
I would probably say stay true to yourself, like know what your vision is. You can't copy someone else's vision, because then it's not going to be
yours authentically.
You'll land up waiting for them to do their next thing, and then you'll do it. So you can never get ahead of anyone. So if from the beginning you know what your vision is, stick to that vision and don't worry about the competitors in terms of what they're doing. Yes, it's good to know what everyone's doing, but stay true to yourself and see your competitors as actually good opportunities to learn.
I love that. I really, like, we've spoken a bit about competitors, and in a lot of ways we see them in a positive light, because if anything, they're inspiring us to work harder. And yeah, honestly. So I think the last thing that I want to ask is, we've spoken about Mark and we've spoken about like what you would advise someone on doing. But like living your life at the same time as a business can be very difficult to balance.
Work-life balance.
Yes, 100%. And they're saying put yourself in someone else's hands. In terms of your personal life, and we don't need to go deep into it, but like having that support system around you, you know, can you tell us a bit about how important that is to you?
I mean, work-life balance is definitely something I believe in. Okay. When I studied psychology, that was one of the very interesting things that I took deeply into account when starting my business. Because if you're not looking after your life, your work can't succeed.
Amazing. I think you should repeat that. Like, that's amazing.
If you can't take care of your life, your work won't succeed. And that's basically saying, like, if you mentally not okay, your business nor people around you will be able to excel. So there needs to be a boundary of when I'm working, when I'm having family time or home life,
You're I'm switching off your phone.
I'm fully present. And just, it also depends on the person, but my support system, I mean, my mom is my partner. When I don't have time to do something, she's the first person that jumps onto the project.
Amazing.
And my staff are amazing. They know my vision.
Yes.
They've been with me. I've been open for nearly 6 years, and my one lady's been with me for nearly 5 years.
Sure.
So she's built my vision with me.
It's unbelievable.
And all my staff know exactly what our vision is, what our aim is, and that also helps me be able to switch off when I'm not at work.
Amazing.
Because my team are...
You feel fully supported.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I think the last point that I would say is, for me personally, the biggest thing that's changing my life is actually making a time to switch off my phone. at night, just so I can be present and be a loving person to the people that are important to me in my life. And I think that you believe in that very much.
I believe in that, and also active listening. Don't act like you're present but you're actually not. Switch off that phone. Stop thinking about work. When you're speaking to someone, have your attention fully on them. You'll build better connections with people. People will feel like you're actually listening. So that's definitely been another thing. Active listening is really important.
I think maybe we'll go into active listening a bit more in another episode, because Shalya has told me a lot about this, and I think it would be great to share. So thank you for listening, guys. It was so nice to be on here,
And have a good evening or morning.
yeah, wherever you are.
Thank you so much for listening.
Once again, we are Beauty Bees in business.